Kia ora. As we head through the rest of Thursday afternoon, we'll find a bit of patchy rain down the far southern parts of the country. That clears away, and there's another area of wet weather just pushing in towards those northern parts of New Zealand. But for the bulk of us, as we head through the rest of the afternoon and also on in towards the night time, it stays dry. Areas of clear sky, but also a fair bit of cloud pushing down towards those northern areas and always lingering down in the far south there too. But for many of us, where we see those clearer skies across parts of, say, Canterbury and towards those central areas, we'll find our temperatures drop down a fair bit overnight tonight. Back down to around about 2 degrees Celsius in Taupo and back down towards freezing through parts of Canterbury. A real contrast though will be up across those northern parts of New Zealand, up towards Northern, with temperatures there not dropping much, but about 13 degrees Celsius for Whangarei, and a rather mild night for you as we head in towards those early hours of Friday morning. Now for Friday, the story is one that we've been seeing fairly recently. We'll find a little bit of early morning cloud around places like Lake Taupo, and we have got this next band of cloudier skies and wetter weather feeding in towards the north, and a touch more cloud feeding in towards the southern parts of New Zealand. But for most of us, again, it's a fairly dry looking day. Areas of cloud to watch out for, but plenty of clear sky and sunshine across parts of the South Island. So for the North Island, we'll have that early morning cloud across some of those more central areas, perhaps a bit of a low cloud around Lake Taupo. But I think generally it's a dry day. There will be areas of cloud on and off through the daytime, especially the further north you go. And up in towards Northland, that is the area that's going to be the exception to the dry story, with some showers running through us as we head through the daytime. But elsewhere, things generally are looking pretty good, pretty clear. We'll keep a bit more cloud around the likes of the Kapiti Coast and down towards Wellington, but even here I think we'd like to find it stays dry. In terms of our temperatures, it's pretty mild air that comes in towards us. So although we've got cloudier skies and the chance of some wetter weather up towards parts of Northland, we've actually got some pretty warm temperatures, 18 degrees Celsius by day, and by night, 14. That's very similar to what we find in Wellington through the daytime. So a real contrast through there. But you can see generally temperatures through the North Island as we head through the daytime on Thursday, around about 16 or 17 degrees Celsius. Still a couple of cooler spots as we head through into the early hours of the morning for Friday. For the South Island, again, it's generally a dry story. There's more cloud down through Fiordland, Stewart Island and around that coastal part of Southland, which could bring an isolated shower. We'll find that cloud creeping northwards in towards Otago, perhaps even the southern parts of Canterbury, as we head towards the end of the day. But generally, it's a fairly dry, settled story. Some nice clear skies and some sunshine. Temperatures climbing in places like Blenheim, back up to around about 18 degrees Celsius, dropping quite sharply down to 2 degrees through the night time into those early hours of Saturday. But you can see the warmer temperatures down across those more eastern sides, 15s and 16s, and a cooler feel once we head down towards those cloudy conditions in the far southern parts of Southland. On in towards the weekend, Saturday, well, it's a similar story once again, generally with that high pressure sticking close by. Still areas of cloud pushing through on towards the eastern side of the North Island. Now you can see this far northern part of Northland keeps hold of that cloud and that risk of showers. But it's really Sunday we start to see that next area of wet weather feeding in. That will bring some heavier rainfall towards those western facing coasts of the South Island, perhaps some heavier falls in towards parts of say, the Tasman district. And I think by the end of the day that rainfall reaching in towards those western parts of the North Island as well. The other thing to watch out for, some stronger northwesterly winds with this system. So a rather unsettled looking end to Sunday and the start of next week. But between now and Sunday, there's still plenty of dry weather across the country. And that's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.